leaders, and welcome to Breaktime. I love it that I can call you faith leaders, and I'm hoping that we all are getting the meaning of what a faith leader really is. A faith leader is somebody who is actively living their faith, and they're empowering others to do the same. It's one thing for us to live our faith, but it's a whole different step to help others live their faith. So as you're listening to these, I'm praying that you will forward them on to people that you think that can help empower and help strengthen. And so today's especially is a kind of a tough one. Solomon likes to say it as it is. So it's in Proverbs 16:28. He says this: a perverse person stirs up conflict, and a gossip separates close friends. Well, a perverse person. We don't normally use that word, but a perverse person loves to live in dissension and strife, and they love to argue. They're the ones that pour the fuel on the simmering coals to make it fly again. They're the ones that add to conflict. They're the ones that see that maybe you're in some sort of disagreement with a friend, and they're the ones that will come in and support your cause just to do what? Separate it. Now, if we're not careful, we can become one of those people that lose our inner peace when we're surrounded by people that love conflict. And so what we need to learn and what we need to practice on a daily basis is to rise above the conflict. And I like to take my shoes off for just a second and walk in the person that's causing the conflict's shoes. That means, I'm not saying we need to participate, but walk in there. Walk in there so you can sense that there's something going on stirring inside of them that probably needs healed. There's so much inner conflict within themselves that they have to cause outer conflict to even begin to feel a sort of peace. So don't forget that when people are causing strife and causing conflict around you and gossiping, that there is something going on deeper than what is deeper within them. And if we can come to that understanding, it will not rob our peace. Remember, people do not define who we are, even if people are gossiping about you or me. They're not defining us. The definition of who we belong, our definition has already been determined by what God says and who God says that we are. So be very cautious that those people that like to throw the gas on the fire of conflict, you're not going to be able to avoid them at work. Chances are you won't have to go to work if you're going to avoid those people. You won't get to go. But you get to walk beside them, and you get to offer words of peace back into their lives, and try to restore hope where hope has been lost. Try to restore healing where they've been hurt. So please, step back from being offended and walk into their life and try to offer words of healing back into their life. God bless you today, as you are definitely been called to be a peacemaker.